Story 1 of 9. Gold Coast mother Maree Crabtree on trial for son Jonathan's alleged murder via poisoned juice. Gold Coast mother Maree Crabtree on trial for son Jonathan's alleged murder via poisoned juice. Here's what every outlet agrees on. Maree Mavis Crabtree is on trial for the murder of her 26-year-old son Jonathan Crabtree in July 2017, with charges including murder, and attempted fraud. Jonathan Crabtree died after allegedly consuming a fruit juice or smoothie laced with a lethal dose of prescription oxycodone. Maree Crabtree pleaded not guilty to all charges, including murder, domestic violence, attempted murder, domestic violence, and fraud involving a $100,000 plus superannuation claim. The trial began on April 7, 2026, before Brisbane Supreme Court, presided over by Justice Martin Burns. Jonathan Crabtree suffered a serious brain injury in a car crash in June 2015, leaving him with the cognitive capacity of a 6 to 8-year-old. But not all outlets told the same story. ABC reports Gemma Buchholz initially told police Maree Crabtree said Jonathan is a dud who won't have children and I just want to slip something in his cup, but later testified it was Jonathan is like a potato, he has no life, I just want to put something in his drink so he will just not be here. News Kamau does not mention this inconsistency. News Kamau states Maree Crabtree told police she did not see a suicide coming because Jonathan usually appeared drugged out, while ABC reports she said she did not see a suicide coming because he seemed peaceful when she found him. ABC reports that Jonathan's sister Tara was given an indemnity from prosecution by the Attorney General of Queensland, while News Kamau does not mention this detail. This story was covered by ABC News and news.com.au. Story 2 of 9. Afrika Bambaataa, hip-hop pioneer, dies at 67 amid sexual abuse allegations. Afrika Bambaataa, hip-hop pioneer, dies at 67 amid sexual abuse allegations. Here's what every outlet agrees on. Afrika Bambaataa died aged 67, or 68, from prostate cancer complications in 2026. Bambaataa was born Lance Taylor in New York and raised in the Bronx by his Jamaican mother, Lamas. He adopted the stage name Afrika Bambaataa after the 19th century Zulu leader Bambatha. Bambaataa founded the Universal Zulu Nation in the late 1970s to promote peace, unity, and hip-hop culture. His 1982 single Planet Rock with Soul Sonic Force sampled Kraftwerk and became a foundational hip-hop track. But not all outlets told the same story. The Guardian states Bambaataa was 68 at death, while ABC and another Guardian article say 67. The Guardian specifies death on April 13, 2026, at 2:25 and 57 seconds Universal Time Coordinated, but ABC only notes around 3 a.m. local time in Philadelphia without a precise date. The Guardian mentions Bambaataa's death was due to prostate cancer, while ABC says complications from cancer without specifying the type. This story was covered by ABC News and The Guardian. Story 3 of 9. Trump attacks Pope Leo XIV over Iran war and immigration policies. Trump attacks Pope Leo XIV over Iran war and immigration policies. Here's what every outlet agrees on. Donald Trump called Pope Leo XIV weak and terrible for foreign policy in a Truth Social post on April 13, 2026, criticizing his stance on Iran's nuclear ambitions and the US-Israel war. Pope Leo XIV described Trump's threat to destroy Iranian civilization as truly unacceptable during a prayer service at St. Peter's Basilica on April 12, 2026. Trump accused Pope Leo of catering to the radical left and claimed Leo was appointed Pope because he is American, saying if I wasn't in the White House, Leo wouldn't be in the Vatican. Pope Leo is scheduled to leave for an 11-day trip to Africa, Algeria, Cameroon, Angola, Equatorial Guinea, on April 14, 2026. Trump referenced his 2024 election victory, 55% of Catholic voters, and claimed he was elected in a landslide to justify his policies. But not all outlets told the same story. The Guardian and ABC report Pope Leo's Africa trip is 11 days long, while ABC also mentions it as a 10-day tour. The Guardian and ABC state Trump's post was on April 13, 2026, but the exact time of publication varies slightly between sources. Guardian, 2026-04-13T04:25:29, ABC, 2026-04-13T04:20:44. The Guardian and Newscomer mention Trump's 2024 election victory, 55% of Catholic voters, but only The Guardian explicitly states this came from AP Votecast. This story was covered by ABC News, The Guardian, news.com.au, SBS News, Sydney Morning Herald and The Age. Story 4 of 9. 13-year-old girl denied bail after allegedly weaponizing stolen cars in hate crimes targeting Jewish community. 13-year-old girl denied bail after allegedly weaponizing stolen cars in hate crimes targeting Jewish community. Here's what every outlet agrees on. A 13-year-old girl appeared in Victorian Children's Court on the 13th of April, 2026 seeking bail for 109 charges, including reckless conduct endangering serious injury, theft, motor vehicle theft, and burglary. On the 30th of March, 2026, the girl allegedly drove a stolen car in Brighton, Melbourne's southeast, attempted to hit a cyclist with the passenger door, then drove into the 45-year-old cyclist, knocking him to the ground. Within 3 minutes of the 30th of March, 2026 incident, the girl Googled how long the sentence is for running someone over. Police found troubling content on the girl's phone, including videos and a web search for "Where do Jews live?" The girl allegedly targeted Jewish people in multiple incidents, including anti-Semitic remarks in Hampton, Riponlia, and Caulfield, and swerving toward a Jewish family in Riponlia in March 2026. But not all outlets told the same story. The Guardian states the girl's next court date is explicitly the 4th of May, 2026, while the ABC says in 21 days without a specific date, though both align to the same day. This story was covered by ABC News and The Guardian. Story 5 of 9. Sabrina Carpenter headlines Coachella 2026 with a high-budget spectacle, festival highlights. Sabrina Carpenter headlines Coachella 2026 with a high-budget spectacle, festival highlights. Here's what every outlet agrees on. Sabrina Carpenter headlined Coachella 2026 on opening night, April 11 to 13, 2026, after teasing it in her 2024 set with the line "Coachella, see you back here when I headline." Carpenter's set featured a Hollywood-themed production called Sabrinawood with elaborate set design, costume changes, and pre-filmed interludes, including cameos by Sam Elliott, Susan Sarandon, Will Ferrell, and Samuel L. Jackson. The set included tracks from Carpenter's albums *Short End Sweet* and *Man's Best Friend*, with a 90-minute runtime and a closing moment where she emerged from a vintage car elevated on a fountain. Justin Bieber also headlined Coachella 2026 with a minimalist, introspective set featuring solo performances, YouTube clips of his past hits, and special guests like The Kid Laroi, Thames, and Wizkid. Coachella 2026 featured 7 stages streamed online for the first time, blending in-person and virtual audiences. But not all outlets told the same story. The Guardian implies Carpenter's set was thematically limited due to her 2-year career span, while ABC does not mention this critique, focusing instead on her dynamite display of all the things that have made Carpenter so endearing. The Guardian suggests Susan Sarandon's monologue was drowned out by MIC issues and desert wind, while ABC describes it as compelling despite being incongruous with the set's tone. ABC frames Bieber's set as a career statement and subversive attitude, while The Guardian does not explicitly analyze his performance beyond noting its contrast to Carpenter's spectacle. This story was covered by ABC News and The Guardian. Story 6 of 9. A 25-year-old woman drowns at Ellery Creek Big Hole near Alice Springs, NT. A 25-year-old woman drowns at Ellery Creek Big Hole near Alice Springs, NT. Here's what every outlet agrees on. A 25-year-old woman drowned at Ellery Creek Big Hole near Alice Springs on April 12, 2026, around 12:50 p.m. local time. CPR was performed on the woman by witnesses before St. John ambulance paramedics took over resuscitation efforts, but she could not be revived. The area was closed to the public while police investigated the incident. Ellery Creek Big Hole is a popular swimming spot in the West MacDonnell Ranges, about 80 kilometers west of Alice Springs, known for its 27 depth and cold water. The woman was traveling with friends in the Northern Territory when the incident occurred. But not all outlets told the same story. ABC does not mention the area being reopened, while Newscomau states it was reopened on April 13, 2026. This story was covered by ABC News and news.com.au. Story 7 of 9. Harry and Meghan's 2026 Australia tour criticised as profit-driven amid financial struggles. Harry and Meghan's 2026 Australia tour criticised as profit-driven amid financial struggles. Here's what every outlet agrees on. Harry and Meghan visited Australia in 2018 for a 7-day tour covering Sydney, Melbourne, Dubbo, and K'gari, formerly Fraser Island. Meghan's unfavourability in Britain reached 66% in January 2026, per YouGov, making her the second most disliked royal after Prince Harry, 60% unfavourability. Harry and Meghan purchased a $14.65 million, 21 million Australian dollars, 16-bedroom Montecito house in 2024, putting down a $5 million deposit and taking a $10 million mortgage. Meghan trademarked her as Ever lifestyle brand in Australia in June 2025 under the category Fancy. Meghan will headline an event at the Intercontinental Sydney Coogee Beach on April 13, 2026, with early bird tickets priced at 2,699 Australian dollars and elevated experiences at 3,199 Australian dollars. But not all outlets told the same story. Both sources are identical, so no contradictions exist between SMH and Thege. This story was covered by Sydney Morning Herald and The Age. Story 8 of 9. Activist pressure targets Kyle Sandilands on Australian Idol, Ben Robert-Smith series announced. Activist pressure targets Kyle Sandilands on Australian Idol, Ben Robert-Smith series announced. Here's what every outlet agrees on. Mad Effing Witches, MFW, is lobbying 7 network advertisers to drop Australian Idol over Kyle Sandilands' continued role as a judge, aiming to remove him for 2027. Kyle Sandilands is suing ARN, Southern Cross Austereo, in the federal court for $85 million over his terminated Keith's Breakfast Show contract. Sandilands has been on Australian Idol for 9 seasons, 5 on Network 10 and 4 on 7 Network. Sandilands claims his Australian Idol salary has been $1 million per year for all 9 seasons, with no pay rises, as stated in a January 2026 interview. Southern Cross Austereo, ARN, became the new owner of 7 Network in 2026. But not all outlets told the same story. SMH states Sandilands is gone from the airwaves, for now, at least, implying he is currently off radio, while The Age does not explicitly confirm his current radio status beyond for now, at least. The Age's headline includes 4 mortgages and $1 million gig, which SMH does not mention, suggesting a possible financial detail discrepancy not cross-verified. SMH mentions endometriosis as a topic of Marty Sheargold's controversial comments, while The Age refers to it as endometriosis but also includes disparaging comments about the Matildas, which aligns but lacks a direct contradiction. This story was covered by Sydney Morning Herald and The Age. Story 9 of 9. Booking.com data breach and phishing scams affecting Australian customers. Booking.com data breach and phishing scams affecting Australian customers. Here's what every outlet agrees on. Booking.com issued a warning to customers about a data breach where names, email addresses, phone numbers, and booking details may have been accessed by unauthorized third parties. Customers were advised not to share credit card details via email, phone, text, or WhatsApp due to the breach. Booking.com sent emails to affected customers with new reservation PIN numbers to enhance security. The breach involved personal information shared with accommodation providers, not just Booking.com's own data. Booking.com operates over 28 million accommodation listings globally. But not all outlets told the same story. Newscomau mentions a phishing scam surge of 900% in 2024, but ABC does not provide a specific percentage for comparison. Newscomau states the breach email was sent overnight, while ABC does not specify a timeframe for the email distribution. This story was covered by ABC News and news.com.au.